Yo, what's up? What is going on, everybody? Yo, so yeah, we're back. This is the first. What you mean, bro? This is the first stream of the day. Well, so we're technically not back, but what's up, Jeretzel? How you doing? And also, what's up, Sage? How you doing? You know, we just have inner peace and we're chilling. You know, we're just playing the best game of the game. We're just playing the best game. Hopefully, no Chingling lead, but it's a Pumpkaboo, so just kind of vibing, bro. We just kind of vibing. All right. Once again, dude. So it looks like the Meloetta version is like kind of popular today. I was watching some other guy who was fucking raging. And he kept facing against like Meloetta Pumpkaboo. So yeah, this might just kind of be common today for some reason. But yeah, let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, Dex switch streaks all day. Yep. His IG. I don't know what is this. I don't know what it says, but as long as there's no Pumpkaboo, we're chilling. I mean, if there's a Pumpkaboo, it is what it is. Obviously, I could have copycat to try to find an attack monster or someone to attack with, but whatever. Now we're just chilling, bro. Like, we're just kind of chilling. Gonna get a huge copycat too, which is about to go crazy before they stream snipe me and use red card. But they don't. Yo, 5 gifted subs, bro. Appreciate that, Jiraiya, bro. I don't mind saying Jiraiya, bro. Well, thank you, Sage, man. Really appreciate that shit, bro. First stream of the day, Insta W. I'm super blessed, man. I'm super blessed. And we get the, I mean, I don't see us losing this match on some real shit. I mean, we still can, don't get me wrong, by like sleep, but good vibes only. Yep, good vibes only. Just playing one of the most fun decks in the game. Might as well just ping that. Why not? I wonder, he probably has a bunch of things. What we could actually do is like, we could swap out to a second Chingling and kind of just do a bunch of shit. Like second rare candy would kind of go crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What's my... Alright, they have Gorgeist and they have Lycia. I mean, they do find like double Swablu, which is like, you know, pretty annoying. So, how do we actually... Now, they have Jirachi, which I'm actually fine with, because then we just could Cyrus both the Swablus, unless, you know, we could lose to a sleep play. And that is something we can lose to, but like if they have that, you know. Looks like they're going to go aggressive with the Gorgeist, which I'm actually very fine with. Yo, Sekiro is your name. It actually is Strike. Dude, you're the first person to know it's from Strike the Blood. What's up, bro? Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, that's the weapon. It's like every other name that I wanted was taken. So like I was like watching, like I remember I watched that back in the day. I'm like, dude, let's just see. And it was like the one name that wasn't taken on YouTube. And like, unlike Limitless as well. You're actually, that's actually cool. You're the first person. Lit. I could place it on Darkrai, but I kind of don't want to place it down yet if I'm going to be real. No, I'm definitely going to place it down. What am I talking about? And the reason I'm going to place it down in case they have a second Swablu, I could find a second rare candy and I could actually KO it. So. The anime got me in the anime. Look, yeah, I watched it back in high school. It was super dope. A screen name was Jiraiya, but you'd be surprised how many people couldn't pronounce it. Oh, really? I kind of want to get rid of the Sabrina because I can get rid of the Cyrus next turn. I guess I should have got rid of the Cyrus technically, like if I wanted to, but like I could just, yeah, it's like whatever. I mean, I think I'm just chilling, right? I mean, they don't even top, if they don't top deck Swablu like this turn, I also just win with like a bunch of ping damage. As long as I literally just win a ping damage because I could ping the Jirachi if they go for the sleep play. If I knock out this Gourgeist, I just I Cyrus it in, then Dark Rat ping, and then all that bullshit. So it looks like we should win the first game of the day. Kind of going great, dude. Kind of going great. Opponent concedes. Yep. GG's. That other stream never happened, so. I think my goal today is to get like at least 1300. Just go up plus 100 would be nice. Because if I'm not mistaken, what is it, dude? Let me see. Let me check. What was 2 seasons ago was B1. So it was like 2300. So like around here should be safe for top 1K, which means we just need to get like what? We need to actually a lot of points. What's up, Colin? How you doing? Welcome to the first stream of the day on Twitch side. Currently 1-0 and we're kind of just doing good. And we open Chingling going second against Suicune. Professor Research gives us a Mega Absol. Would love to see it. Love to see the Rocky helmet as well. Hopefully no Frogadier. If they have it though, they have it. I mean, what are we gonna do, man? If they're playing it, they're playing it. I don't know how much top 10K is right now, but hopefully somebody else in chat knows. If anybody on Twitch side also knows, I can relay the message. We're definitely going to copycat here, mainly because I need to find an attacker. And if I don't, I'm in a very bad position. I could still not find one, and it would just be this game that we play. I like double Chingling Darkrai. Does give me options. Not the best. Would have preferred an Absol, but you know what? Can't complain. At least it is something. I guess the only people who watch Naruto would know how to say Jiraiya. Just like still thinking about that. I wonder, is he gonna give me this Froakie KO? Because this is actually very huge. He could go for a cape on the Froakie, but that would obviously be wasting a cape. He just lets me get the KO though, which is kind of crazy in my personal opinion. Because we have double Chingling, like we could just find a Froakie and like Cyrus something in. Unfortunately, we don't find the Froakie, which is like super unfortunate, but we can still technically find a 1-turn. You know, we still have 2 Chinglings. We also have the Cyrus. Like if they want to, like I'm only KOing 1 Froakie. If they want to Mars me, they can Mars me. Because 1 Darkrai should be able to solo Suicune with a Rocky helmet. I think that's actually the play I probably will end up doing. Because they won't be able to KO me. Because they won't have any ping damage. They don't do enough damage. I know they have Indeedee in their hand. So maybe Indeedee, Cape, and Irida does let them win. But I think I do 100 damage. They're going to be at 1. No, I think I should be fine. You think it's still possible to reach top 10K if I barely play ranked? Yeah, you could definitely still reach top 10K. You will probably take you a couple win streaks in a couple days, but if you just keep playing, and as long as you are having that success, like you should be chilling. It's gonna be Mega Absol. This is actually I mean, I could Chingling, like set up on the Mega Absol and then do shit like that, but like I think I just go aggressive with the Cyrus. I don't know, man. If they like Mars me out of this, they fucking Mars me out of this. They only have 1 attacker too, so fuck it, let's just do it. No, Jag, this is the first stream of the day by the title. We're just, you know, having positive vibes out here. Just gonna Yep. Positive vibes. And they swap out. Do they have the Mars? An important question. Do they have the Mars? They have Mars. We have double Cyrus. They only, you know, bring us back the 2 cards. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. We actually never had that many crash outs. Yep. I mean, we're definitely gonna red card this hand by my opponent. I see no reason to actually let them, you know, have it. And yeah, we're just definitely gonna do that. And they still only have 1 attacker. I mean, if they don't find Irida or like some sort of Indeedee combo, I could charge up the Mega Absol as well. Let's see. Charge up the Mega Absol. I lose to a Cyrus. I kind of want my but I might need it on the low fucking key, I guess. Actually, no. There's actually no point in me placing that Absol down. But fuck it. I did anyways. Why not? Because I win this game. Yeah, I didn't think about you needing. I mean, if they have Irida and if they have Irida plus Indeedee, like they kind of just deserve it, you know. All right, I'm also fine. I'm fine with this, dude. I'm honestly fine with this. Because we just swap back in the Chingling, we set up on the Mega Absol, we already knocked out a Froakie, and we just win this game eventually by getting a Cyrus, so. We haven't watched those yet, I will say. Yeah, we might as well place you down. We can go into the Mega Absol. We could swap out into the Chingling. And we could Chingling and do that. Yo, what's up, Gastric? How you doing? Wow, I just went to my page and it says YouTube featured, bro. Like, what the fuck? Wait, well, I'm featured on my own account, bro. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, we go into Mega Absol and we just eventually top deck the yo, what's up, Jamie or Jamal, whichever one you prefer. And we top deck the Cyrus, currently 2-0, bro. We're kind of killing it. We're kind of killing it. Yep. I always start Darkrai help. You just gotta get better luck, man. Unfortunately. Well, what's up, MDG? How you doing? What I mean, first stream of the day. True. First stream of the day. Cyrus is just too good. Current goal is to get to the 1300s, and yeah, we have 1 hour to do so. Just got Cyrus from the free pack. Yo, can we get a W for Ken Haunt, bro? W, man. I know you're going to be using that to work for the next 2 years of the game's lifespan. So it's last lit. Made top cut for Pumpkaboo, only 3rd time playing a tournament. Super hyped. Dude, that's W, man. It's actually super lit. Speaking about Pumpkaboo, bro, this might be Skarmory. I'm scared. This is gonna be Steelix or Solgaleo, bro. All right, and they're no, I have Chingling. They're kind of cooked. We use Mumu Player. That is what we use. You could also use something called as Mumu Player, MU Player. Other people use something called BlueStacks, so it's kind of up to you. I just prefer Mumu Player. I heard the other one kind of has some abs on it, but it basically just emulates a Samsung or an Android account to your PC. I didn't get notified for the stream today. Weird. Yeah, I feel like YouTube just be doing that. Brand new day. What's up, Corbiba? Is it Corbiba or am I saying it wrong? I just feel like I am. But welcome. Or you're also you're Tinket, if I'm not mistaken, you're also Tinketuff in Discord, right? Unless I'm just very wrong. Yeah, I want a Cyrus and then so bad. I'm gonna do that next turn when I get a Greninja. We didn't get a Greninja, unfortunate. But I think we just charge up on the Mega. I could have went for the Darkrai ping actually and just knocked it out. Yeah. I mean, if they have Giovanni, they could KO me technically. So that is something. I've seen a Meowth Rampardos Tyrantrum quick. I have not actually. That is very intriguing. I have not seen that personally. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, true. You know, I never even thought about that. But yeah. We'll move for Windows, blue stacks for Max. Yes, sir. It is weak to dark, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, sir. And they just concede 3-0. Easy. Well, actually, wait, I already put 3-0. My bad. I didn't realize I did that. I must have instinctively knew because I was going to win against the Solgaleo. But that is a good way to find a username. Just, you know, username backwards. All right, we're 3-0, 1250, almost back at top 1000, bro. This Buzzwole deck is crazy. I hit Master Ball in like 4 hours with it. Congrats, bro. Yeah, Buzzwole is super fun to play too this season. It's very good against Hydreigon, you know, provided you start one of the attackers. I'm gonna grab a water real quick, so. All right. Yep. Yeah, I'm just streaming right now. No, we're not crashing. No, we're not crashing out. No crash outs today. That knocked on my door. That's what I was responding to. You know, we have 2 Froakies. It is an electric deck. It could be Chingling. But it also could, or it could be Chingling. Could be Jolteon, but I feel like it's gonna be Orizon for some reason. So we're just gonna do this. Zeraora is actually very annoying for us. Good thing I almost let Darkrai because sometimes it's actually not that bad. Go second lead Darkrai in this matchup. That thing is different. Phalanx is banked. I keep wanting to say banked. Phalanx is based, so I'm glad it's working for you. Oh, Zeraora Kangaskhan. I haven't seen this deck actually at all. This is the first time I've seen it in ranked. This will be a cool experience. Yep. Would love to get a Greninja or like a copycat. Would be pretty based. Let's see. Jingling. Alright. Could be worse. Probably would have preferred a Mega Absol, but can't have it all, bro. You can't have it all. I think we're gonna lose this match unless we top deck like a rare candy like right now. But if we do, we do. Because we kind of have to just Cyrus the Kangaskhan, bank on them not having Elema, and that's basically how we're gonna win this game. You know, we have 2 cards out of 13 to be able to draw, while we also have a huge copycat. So let's see what we can get. Rare candy, Chingling, red card. All right. Yo, what's up, Integrity? I'm so excited for the first. Yep. The first strength stream of the day. Unfortunately, we don't have a Greninja now. Positive news is we knock out the Zeraora with the chip damage of Darkrai. I don't know what that really does. But yeah, we have that opportunity. I actually should have placed the second Chingling down because, you know, this one is going to die. Ooh, they also have a Pichu. They could just swap into the Pichu and charge up the King. I wonder if that's what they do. Or if they just go for the KO. Them dinos don't stand a chance against Cortana. That is true. That is real and true. Yeah, I should have placed second Chingling just to see what I did fine. They are going in the Pichu though. I think this actually might be a misplay. I think this might be a misplay because I can actually solo potentially a Kangaskhan if I just get rid of their card or if I find an Absol. And I find my Absol. So we are kind of chilling. We kind of still have to find a Greninja, which I should have actually... Nah, I had to do that. Yeah, this is fine. I kind of want them to come in with the Kangaskhan. This is... Yeah, this is fine. This is actually fine. Oh, let's just remove the Crash Shot counter. We won't be... Yeah, I don't think we do need it today. That is true. Instead of the Crash Shot counter, we low-key should just put the... Instead of the Crash Shot counter, like, what if we just simply put... What is it, dude? Like a positivity counter. Every time we shook our opponent's handshake. Also, yeah, I don't know if what where 10k is, Obi-Wan. Hopefully somebody knows at some point. But yeah, I mean, we simply swap out. Like, obviously they can Cyrus me, and if they have it, they have it. Like, hopefully we just find our own Cyrus, we 2-tap the Kangaskhan, and we just kind of win. Let's see. I know, obviously, I need to get rid of both Cyrus and Elam on hand. This red card could be a misplay because I could give them both of it, but like... Let's just see what happens. Fuck it. Yeah, I don't want them to go back in with Pichu in case they did draw Elma, so we can get rid of that. And we simply just snipe Elma, we top deck Cyrus, and this guy can't, you know, this guy's kind of cooked. Professor Research, bet, fine by me. Let's swap into the Oricorio. A little bit annoying. I will be honest, but we just top deck Cyrus. Yep. And this is what I'm saying, dude. If you just have positive vibes, you just win these games. Like, why would you ever crash out a Pokemon Pocket? It's a child's card game. Like, you know, it just makes no sense. And 4-0, baby. Let's go. Add 1 like to the positivity counter. That is true. Beautiful top deck. Yeah, this shit's hard to keep up. Oh yeah, we should have that is true. We should put like 3 on the negative counter for not thinking our opponent. That is true, bro. Positive vibes, just playing one of the coolest coolest decks in the game. Being positive is the key. Yo, what's up, Fleepter? Or Flepter? Hopefully one of those are right. Unfortunate Froakie lead, but it could be worse. We have the Rocky helmet for the Chingling. It is going to be the Pumpkaboo though, which is kind of annoying. But we can make it work. I need to put the Rocky helmet in case they want to swap out to a Chingling, or if they actually attack with the Pumpkaboo. I could actually theoretically top deck a Greninja and with a Darkrai Pink KO it. Bro, how about the auction on the Logan Paul TCG card? I don't even know if that's just, honestly, anything Logan Paul related, I just don't know anything about. I'm gonna be so real. Okay, my opponent actually is choosing to go not aggressive with his board state, which I actually am fine with. What I am not a fan of is this possible Stadium swap into the Jirachi. But if my opponent has it, they have it, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do about it, you know? Would love the top deck of Greninja, swap into the Chingling, but they have the Pumpkaboo. What am I supposed to do, man? What am I supposed to do? And they have the Mega Altaria, which means more than likely, I'm not winning this game. But we're already on a 4-win streak. You know, it is what it is. What's up, Spacely? How you doing? The flex emoji, bro. Coming in strong with that supportive morale. We actually got the Greninja too. Imagine if they just didn't have that Gourgeist. Is there a way to win this still? I don't think so. I don't think there is. What I could do is... I think I need to top deck a Froakie next turn. And then, like, maybe... very small maybe. But I honestly don't think this is winnable. Let's see. Mega Absol attacks. I mean, the Altaria is going to come in for a heavy amount of damage. Second Chingling really ain't cutting it. I guess the positive side is like the... yeah, we're just kind of cooked. I'm not going to lie. And it just is what it is, you know. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. Rest in peace to the 4-win streak. It was very strong, but the Altaria player played great. He could have been very greedy. He could have been very greedy. He could have attacked with the Pumpkaboo, and I could have top decked the Greninja. Obviously, we never did, but that could have punished him very bad. He didn't fall for it, though. He didn't fall for it. We also didn't get it. If we had like one extra turn without him having Gourgeist, we could have swapped out to the Chingling, got the Greninja, and we probably could have won the game from there with the Cyrus. But never happened, so who cares? Chingling, Froakie, and Copycat. This is so beautiful. What kind of sportsmanship paper is that? You gotta say he's trash and got lucky. Nah, forgotten. Zero crashed out suspicious. Yep. This is the first stream of the day. That's why, you know, we're having some pretty positive vibes. Glad for the positivity. Yep. Darkrai top deck would be generational. However, it is not the most likely. However, we do get a 4 Copycat if my opponent doesn't place anything else down, which we have a very high chance of getting something. Even a Rocky Helmet would be really goated. We actually just top deck the Darkrai. Wow, generational. I mean, we have the Professors, but they're not really like, I don't really like, I can't cut Professor then Copycat, so we might as well Copycat, try to find some stuff and get at least one Professor back, you know. But yeah, now we just have a really good board position. I mean, if the Jirachi comes in, you know, or like even like I get a Cyrus, you know, we just KO them. So I wonder if my opponent's going to attack with the Jirachi or if they're actually going to, you know, set up on the Mega Altaria. This deck is so gas. Glad it's still seeing play. Yeah, this is a very fun deck. I've always been a real big fan. They're actually, okay. Are they attacking the Chingling? Because I think the Chingling obviously, you know, is the correct choice. They could get greedy and try to attack the Darkrai, thinking that I don't, like going for like a Cyrus play. But because I have the Greninja, you know, we do 50 damage. So I think whatever my opponent does, they kind of have to target the Chingling. Yeah, I think this was the correct choice, which is super unfortunate for us, though. Let's see. How do I win this now? Which is, yeah. I know a way to win this, actually. So we go with the Darkrai. We put the Darkrai energy on it. We get the ping. And, you know, we just kind of Cyrus in something else. Let's just see what happens. We also could, dude, I was actually really hoping for a, what the fuck? Oh, that was like a weird, that was weird. I didn't realize I had two candies in my hand. I was really hoping for a Chingling, because I actually would have swapped into the Chingling to kill the Jirachi, and then we would have just been able to, like, you know, do some shenanigans. Yeah, but we have to ping this. We need to kill this for ping. I could have red card. Guess we could red card them, but they haven't used like a Professor Research, so we're gonna red card them next turn. It's basically just kind of pray. I mean, if they find multiple basics, they find multiple basics, right? They Professor Research. So we should have Cyrus last turn, or not Cyrus, but we should have rare candied. What we actually can do is, well, hold up. If they don't put any other basics down, or if they put one basic down, we actually could have Cyrus them in, and you know, did some shit like that. Lucky Ice Pop on the Jirachi. Do they get more than one? Because that's gonna actually ruin a whole. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what happens. They have to get two basics. They haven't placed any down yet, which means they either don't have any, or they're just not going to place it down in case of Cyrus. They placed a Swablu down. Okay. So the very unfortunate thing about this, though. Do we get double Cyrus? Do we do find Mega Absol, though? Oh, actually, we potentially found a Chingling. Actually, not a Mega Absol. Oh, no, just a Froakie. Yo, Simon, thank you for the raid of 37, bro. Really appreciate that shit. What is up? We're having some good vibes. First stream of the day, playing some Grand Absol. Yep, that's just what's going on. All right. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We're gonna go Cyrus in the Swablu. I don't really feel like doing that. Hopefully you're streaming well, Simon. I don't know if you've been playing this season, but I don't know if you enjoy it or like it, but yeah, this is the first stream of the day, man. 100%. Good luck, have fun games, mate. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, if they find another basic, they find another basic. We could have red carded them, but like this is the best play we had. We could have also actually swapped into the Greninja, is what we actually should have done. And they top deck the second basic. Nothing we could do about it, brother. You just always get it. I actually should have swapped to the Greninja, forced them to have Cyrus, but I didn't even think about that play. Honestly, I kind of just no, but we attacked with the Darkrai, so they just had it. It just is what it is. Like we couldn't find the Absol. They had the Jirachi, and they knocked out the Chingling. So, what's up, Captain? How you doing? Rest in peace. We were on a 4-win streak, until we lost to the last two Altaria players. Just kind of high rolling that out of their minds, but it is what it is. Stream streak, appreciate it, bro. Those damn all players are just better. You can't really compete. I feel like I've played this guy before. I feel like I remember this this layout with the profile pic. Another Froakie lead against an electric deck, dude. This is what I mean. We actually won last time because it was the Kangaskhan player, but we also got kind of lucky with our draws. So hopefully we can repeat that. I'm gonna actually Professor and then Copycat. Might be strange, but let's just see what happens. Darkrai would be pretty sick. But Mega Absol can't complain. And I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to red card them because I think they might have a copycat of their own. And I kind of want to play around with it just a little bit. Might be a misplay at the end of the day. But we're just going to kind of try to brick them, you know. We have Cyrus plus Greninja. The only problem is we're very minus energy. So it is going to be Zone actually, which is, yeah, they got copycat anyways. It is what it is. I mean, if we just could find, I mean, I'm actually kind of fine with the copycat because they don't find another basic, then we get a 4 copycat as well after the rare candy. But they get one, so it is what it is. But if they don't have a ton, bro, and we find Darkrai, we actually can Cyrus in the Magnemite KO it with the Greninja ping. And that is one way we can do something. So let's just see what we get. I also could just obviously focus on the Oricorios. But yeah, let's just see what's up. I guess we lose Cyrus, so we have to get Cyrus plus Darkrai back, but it is possible. Froakie, Chingling. Oh, we get Darkrai. Let's go. I actually think I might just focus on this Oricorio, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Might as well, right? Because if he attaches, he's attaching energy here. If he doesn't have Magneton, then we can just KO it. He could like PCL or like pop or something, and if he does, he does. I mean, if he pops, he's just a better player because that card is the most skilled card in the game. It takes a lot of skill to flip heads with that card. Lycia is a very dead card for him, unless he has Magneton. But you know, just it kind of is like a little bit of a waste. I guess what he could do is go in with a Magnemite and KO me, but then I actually am able to KO one with I could also swap out into the Chingling and KO it, and then he has to KO the Chingling or like waste something. But I think I actually want to do this play. Just because, you know, it forces a Magnemite in, and if it forces a Magnemite in for me to take a KO, I think I'm fine with that. Because he is also wasting energy, and then you won't have an Oricorio. I have like plenty of time like to swap into like the Chinglings and Darkrai, and I even have a Froakie for another rare candy, so. Alright, copycat for 3. Let's see if he finds a Magneton. No Magneton found. Very unfortunate for my opponent, bro. Very unfortunate. I'm kind of down for the copycat. I know I have the rare candy, but I could find my second professor. Rocky Helmet is also pretty good as well. So I'm kind of down. Because if we just get Professor, we're almost guaranteed to get the Greninja. Or now we kind of just draw it in 2 turns, so. I didn't need the copycat there, but I think it was also fine. I mean, if he doesn't find Magneton this turn, like, this guy's like in a very bad position. I could have actually saved the Rocky Helmet for the, I could have saved the Rocky Helmet for the Chingling, swapped out the Chingling, put up the Darkrai once again. But I think this was whatever. Because as long as we can get rid of a Cyrus also on the Absol attack, we also could just win like that. Like, we have like multiple options to be able to come back. Let's see. All right. Oh, we don't find it, but we do find, we do get it next turn though. Do we want to actually let the Darkrai take any damage? Probably not, to be honest. So actually going to swap out to the Chingling. We just don't really want to lose to a Cyrus endgame. And like we have the guaranteed thing next turn if he doesn't go into the zone. So The one problem is like we do have to like force for that 50-50, but if it happens, it happens. If we delete the Cyrus, we obviously could swap out, or if they don't evolve in the zone this turn, we obviously win. So let's see what my opponent does. Okay. Does he have zone or not? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, he has the old Magnezone, bro. He's playing the 1 of 1. Super unfortunate for my opponent that he's actually playing the bad list. Because if he had the other one, bro, he actually would have forced me to the 50-50. If I didn't delete Cyrus, this was probably potentially a GG's for me. The reason we're not playing that Froakie is because we're not playing water energy. That one is exclusively for water. So if we play that one, we can't attack with it. Because, you know, we're playing the dark energy, so we have to kind of play this one. Because there are some times you want to flop for the 10. They actually had Cyrus in hand too. We actually can't Chingling because they have double points. If we Chingling, we would actually lose the game. But alright, let's see if we get cheesed by the Popsicle. I mean, we do 120 damage this turn. We could lose this game to a top deck, but if it happens, it happens, you know. No, you're good, bro. You're good. I was just, you're good. Hey, man, just got the top 1K thanks to your Mimikyu deck. Really fun to play. Yo, I'm happy that you're having a bunch of success with that Royal, bro. We were, unfortunately, we had to switch off that deck because of all the Altarias today. And just even, like, the last 2 days, I've been seeing so many Altaria Chingling. For me, it's, like, impossible to play. Because they always start Chingling. I know it is doable still, like with like a second Mimikyu and like but it's like so annoying. But I'm glad you're having success, bro. If it happens, just go to the next first room of the day. Nah, I mean, I would have been fine with it. I mean, if he Popsicled me and went back to full HP, it was actually still fine because I think with his deck list, I think that deck is only playing I think that deck list would only be playing 1 Popsicle. They could be playing 2. But because we got rid of Cyrus and they had Popsicle plus Guzma, I don't think they would have a second Cyrus. So all we would have to do is swap into the Dark Right, and it already has 1 energy. So we would be able to like tank a hit and then, you know, be able to win like that. Wait, not slot 1K. I'm not that good. Just slot 1,000 points. I mean, that's still impressive, you know. I mean, 1K points, you know, is still good, you know. Has a Hydreigon player ever not had a turn 2 asking for a friend? Actually, surprisingly, against me, they sometimes do brick. It is a miracle. Bro, I've been playing Sui Greninja. I'm close to Masters now. I hope you have the greatest luck, and I hope you're able to get Master Duel, man. Wish you nothing but the best of RNG in these dark times. Ooh, fire deck. And we get double Froakie. I'm kind of want to be greedy and place double of them down. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. It is Heatmore, which is actually kind of fine by me. Actually fine. Heatmore is actually pretty annoying for this deck. But if I can't find a Greninja, then you know we are chilling. I should rephrase that. If we find the rare candy with the Greninja. I'm actually going to place both of these in Copycat. I know I give him a bigger Copycat, but we kind of do need to find something. Let's see. Rare candy, Copycat, red card. Okay. I do like the red card. However, I'm going to save it for 1 more turn. I've been trying to get Buzz to work, but having trouble versus Sui and Altaria. Yeah, I think the thing about Buzz is very good in the Hydreigon, but it loses to the other 2 top tier decks, which is like the really big problem of it. How much damage are we doing? Let's see. All right. We are going to copycat once again and get a huge hand. We're going to find Darkrai plus Greninja and KO this Heatmore with the red card as well. Let's see. Darkrai, just need the Greninja. Unfortunately, we don't find the Greninja this turn, which is actually very, very bad for us. However, it could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse. If we had other zone, that game would be 50-50 either way. Yeah, it would be. Grief retake as well. If we're running 2 Greninja, extra move with DD, I don't break. Yeah. That's just the version I like. If they find Combuskin, then we're kind of fucked, but... Furfuro is fine. They attach the Torchic. Okay, I need to find a red card plus rare candy in this hand. Oh, actually, I kind of just can't KO it. Yeah, I probably lose this game on some low key. I probably should have just placed on the Darkrai last turn that put this on chip range. That's definitely a misplay on my end. We do find a red card though, which is cool. I think we unfortunately just have to place the Mega Absol down this turn, which is not what I'd like to see. But we're gonna red card, preferably just top deck a Cyrus. And yeah, that is that. I'm also gonna place on a Froakie helmet. I mean, not like it matters, but in case they come in with the Furfuro. You know what? I'll even place down the Darkrai too. At this point, like, we're gonna lose anyways if they get the Blaziken. So we kind of just need to find that Cyrus to be able to KO this guy. When in the world are we getting our glass rewards from January rank? Good grief. You should already have them. If you clicked on the rank, it should have already gave you them. I like turtles. Based opinion. Based opinion. Alright. Opponent has double Torchic. They are going with Furfuro, which is cool. Which means they're not going in the Heatmore, which means our Absol does live. Which is very important. Or I don't say Absol doesn't live, but we have full HP. What was your idea for not playing Darkrai right away? I just didn't want Heatmore to ping it, to be honest, is the main reason. And like Cyrus and me in later, but I think I should have just done it anyways, because like the Heatmore had to get dealt with. Alright, I would have definitely have preferred to find it, but you know what? We still win with Osiris, because if they go for, I mean, they don't necessarily win with Osiris, but let's see what they have. Alright, they have Flame Patch. I'll bet you they go in with the full HP Torchic, but if we top deck Cyrus, we actually win. Oh, they go in with this one. I think this is the right play. It just depends if they find the rare candy. Yeah, they should have came out the day after the set. Do you need a shiny Darkrai? I have a bunch of shiny Darkrai's. I do appreciate the offer. My opponent loses because we obviously Greninja ping. We attack the Heatmore, and it's just GG's. So very bad matchup for us, but we were able to win because my opponent bricked. Oh, we actually top decked the Cyrus too. If they had the Blaziken, we actually obviously wouldn't have won because they would have evolved the low HP one. But if they theoretically wouldn't have this one, we would have won. But let's not waste any time BMing our opponent. But I have a bunch of shiny Darkrai's. I just don't really like the way the shiny looks compared to like the other cards. Like, it doesn't really match because we don't have any other shinies in the deck. So that is the reason we're not playing it. Also, I kind of like the promo one. I know everybody hates it, but I kind of like it because I think I like it because everybody hates it. I think I'm one of those guys where it's like nobody uses it, so I'm like, all right, why not? Oh, this guy's name was Mizu, by the way, which is what we're about to drink. Yeah, I would use the shiny one if I had it. I just don't have the shiny, or I would use the rainbow one if I had it. I mean, did they add that game to the score? I can't remember, but anyways, whatever. I think Rainbow Darkrai is very good. I had very bad RNG back in Space Time. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was Space Time. Or I think I opened the pack that didn't have Darkrai or something. Something like that. Did Dialga and Dialga come in the same pack? Because I was going for a immersive Dialga at this time because I was playing the Yon Mega deck. You know, unfortunately, you know, Dialga very power crept very fast. Rocky Helmet is a goated top deck. Would love for this to actually be a Mega Absol, but if it's not, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're actually gonna copycat this away because we kind of need to go for the aggressive attack. I used to love yeah, I used to love playing whatever it's called. We still don't find it. Whatever. At least we have the Dark Ride chip damage. We've won multiple games of Dark Ride today. And we have the Professor Research. Could be worse. Yeah, I used to really love playing. It was Dialga, Yon Mega, Skarmory, and Mew EX. Very base deck. We made a top 8 of it back in Space Time during the first week. Very cool deck. I also made a top 16 as well. Alright, I'm gonna need to see a Mega. I would still love to see a Mega Absol. Plus, actually, obviously, you know, a Greninja, Rare Candy. Which it looks like we are about to find, actually, potentially. Let's see if we can't find it. Just a second, Chingling, which is not the worst. But this means we're guaranteed Mega Absol, and I honestly do prefer going in the Mega Absol over Darkrai. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I was supposed to go double Chingling. I could have pinged off the Darkrai one more time, but I think this is also alright. Any info on what they're going to drop for a new pack? I know we won't get anything this anniversary. We should be getting the new trailer on Friday. That's what we should be getting it. So I don't think we have any info yet. So yeah, I think we just have to kind of wait and see. Greninja top deck. Do you want the full art Darkrai? If you have extras, I mean, I'll take it, of course, but if you don't have extras, I'm not gonna. I don't have anything good to trade, so I will only take extras. Let's see. I could go in a. Let's just see. If I top deck the Greninja, I'm very happy with this board. But if we don't, then I'm kind of scared just a little bit. Top 1K is roughly 1,000. Yeah, that is true. Mega Rayquaza could be something. I mean, 2 out of 6 to draw. That's pretty decent odds. And I definitely, I mean, they have a max hand size. They won't be able to draw any more cards. So I want to just be able to Cyrus in that Froakie is the main reason I'm doing this. So I would love to get it. I mean, maybe going aggressive was the correct play if in case I don't get it, but I'm just taking so much damage. Like, I'm taking 80 damage. The planes actually is like actually really gonna help my Absol. Because if I can KO the Froakie, and if they actually generally might not have any more basics. If all their basics are in the last 4 cards of their deck and they can't dump it, well, they have second Froakie, which is, you know, what I was trying to play around. I mean, if we can get a second Cyrus, though, if we can get Greninja, then second Cyrus, we would be able to, you know, bring in the Indeedee and KO, but let's just see if that happens. We have to get the Greninja first. Oof, 1,000. My ass can't even get win streaks going on. One day, I believe in you, man. We don't find it, which means we probably lose this game, which is just is what it is. They're gonna Greninja in by Darkrai. But well, maybe they don't have it. Maybe the Rare Candies are bottom deck. Who knows? They have a lot of cards in here. I mean, we have Cyrus. I don't really know what Cyrus does, to be real. I mean, Irida doesn't really do shit for them either. They can Mars me also if they want. Fuck it, go ahead. I think they just do enough damage with Granny X. Yeah, this game is honestly just over. We had bottom 4 or 5 Greninjas, and we couldn't really do anything. Or they just went like that too. GG's. I mean, nothing we could have done. Is the deck that you're currently playing good in TCG? I don't think it exists in TCG because they have different cards. But I know Mega Absol or something is good, like a different version is good in the actual TCG. But almost 1,000. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. I think I played for my out. But yeah, I would definitely love to see legendaries come back. Maybe. I think what are the last ones we had? I mean, I guess we technically, you know, we have like the trio from Secluded Springs, but we haven't had like legendaries as the main set. I think is a whole year 2 if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm forgetting something. But yeah, no, we just haven't. Trying to get Mega Venu and Ogerpon to work. I think the deck unfortunately is just not that good right now in the format. Hopefully a card that comes out that can't buff them. But yeah. Yeah, I know there's a Mega Final or a Mega Absol that's different. I don't think it's the same thing, or maybe it is similar. Alright, we go first with Chingling, which means we win the war. Preferably we either get Darkrai or we get a Rocky Helmet, and it would be kind of goated. And we get Darkrai. I want a Stadium that buffs grass types. I think we are going to get one next set. I generally think a Stadium is what could make grass types very good, and I'd be very happy to see what they do. Yeah, I feel like Kyogre Groudon would be a really dope set. I think the only problem is we're getting a mini set. I don't know if mini sets are usually like, I mean, there was Celebi, so they could be in a mini set, but I don't know if they would do that. I feel like they'd wait till like a double set. Copycat for 2 because they bricked on Pokeballs or like just, you know, basic. Let's see if they actually, I mean, we might just get an auto win, which is very kind of unfortunate for my opponent. But they find Froakie, so they have something. Not good at all, don't get me wrong, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, we'll see next week with the trailer, which is Hooper EX would be dope. What type is Hoopa, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what type Hoopa is. He's a psychic, I'm assuming. Homie Oshawott coming in the pocket, dude. I'm down, Oshawott. I'm down. I think the starter that I want is either going to be Mega Sceptile. I really want Mega Delphox though, if I'm going to be real. I just love Delphox for some reason. Let's see. Also Secluded. That is true. Secluded was a mini set. That is true. Dude, I don't know if anybody saw the new Mega Greninja in the actual TCG, but it's actually crazy. He does 60 ping damage for 1 energy. You just have to discard a water and it does that much damage. And I'm like, if they ever bring that to pocket, that is going to be one of the most broken cards in the game. I mean, I'm assuming they just go in with the Mega Absol, right? Like, they could stay in with the Chingling, or like, oh, I'm just going to ping this. Like, I don't know. I guess they could just, I guess they probably... I actually should have pinged the Froakie. But I have Cyrus, right? I have Cyrus, so I think that's fine. I could just Cyrus in the Mega Absol. But I probably should have Greninja pinged just to be able to, you know, keep ping it, bringing the Absol in. But it is what it is. Takes so long for them to get advantages over Pond. Definitely counters, yeah. No, they're actually going to go in. Alright, this is cool. I still think I should have pinged it just to make sure they don't get a Greninja, because a Greninja could be annoying. Because the attack bounced 1 energy in hand. Alright, okay. Well, I know like 3 energies don't matter in the actual TCG, which is like, you know, cool. I feel like I want to red card him for some reason. Because he did want to keep the Froakie alive, which is very suspect. So I'm going to red card and kind of just see what the vibes are. And if, you know, if he lands a 20 million Popsicle, he lands a 20 million Popsicle, bro. Like, it just is what it is. Someone just told me he had Greninja. I just didn't want to deal with that. I don't want him to 2-tap my Mega Absol. All right, we get rid of Cyrus, which is also a huge bonus. So if he doesn't top deck it, we just win. Because he can't go back into Froakie, we knock it out of Darkrai plus Greninja. He gets it. Okay, he gets it. But he still has to swap out. He does no damage, and he just concedes. Yep, GG's. I think we actually forgot to put a win because I feel like 5-3 doesn't sound right. So I'm going to actually put 7-3. I actually think I really forgot to put one. Because we have been winning more than losing. We actually can't check because we started the stream off with the 3-win streak. So we actually can go double check all the matches. Hold up. The energy decks are a real thing. Yeah, that is true. You think May is worth? I don't like May personally. You probably could get a way of running it, but I think May is just very broken to find the rare candies. And low master ball, but streak of 5 with Mega Metachan feels good. Congrats, Kuro, bro. That's dope. Let's see. So we had the 3-win streak, which means no, we had the 4-win streak. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we were on 7 wins. I just forgot to one. Nah, Loca, man, this is positivity only. We're not gonna crash out today, bro. This is first stream of the day. No crash outs. But I do appreciate that, man. Maybe next stream. Maybe next stream. Yeah, I think Leafeon Ogerpon is just the. If you want to play a grass deck, probably Leafeon Ogerpon or Buzzwole. I think the bad part about Venusaur is that Venusaur, you know, you have to go into the Ivysaur, and Ivysaur loses to return to Mega Altaria if they go second, or if they or obviously Hydreigon turn 2 as well. If those factors in, I just the top 260 of this deck. Yo, let's go, man. Darkrai lead. If it's Hydreigon, I've been able to beat them with Darkrai leads before, so we're just gonna have to see what happens because they can brick. They can brick. They actually lead Absol, which is giving us actually kind of like 1 free turn, which is gonna be very nice. 0 crash us in this first positive stream. Yes, sir. Or I guess yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. GG top 1K. Honestly, just let me see a Froakie top deck. Would be beautiful. That is not the Pokeball. Dude, I think all the gold cards are gonna make the Moo Moo player crash. We just get Chingling. Could be better. Yeah, I'm gonna give my opponent a 5 copycat, but I mean if they 5 copycat me, then I get a 5 copycat for them. So I think I'm fine. It is what it is. Yeah, I also could just not have copycat and then we just are chilling and we just keep putting the energy on the Darkrai. We know they only have 2 cards in hand that are not a Pokemon, and if they don't have Rare Candy Hydreigon, we're just kind of chilling. If we find Froakie, the Absol dies next turn the ping, and we get a double KO if they don't have a Hydreigon. And we could always just win with one of our Cyruses and the Greninja. Although that is going to be a 3. I guess technically we have 5 cards. We have not tried Dark Tina yet. I have not tried it, to be honest. I actually could swap out for I actually could copycat, but I kind of don't want to copycat this hand. The only positive thing about copycatting would be to get rid of my hand so he can't copycat me, but if he does, he does. What about Stadium that lets a specific type of Pokemon be able to wear 2 Pokemon Souls? That could be extremely cool, bro. And that would actually, that could be potentially broken, but it would be very interesting for the game. So I'd, you know, kind of be down. Artina loses to too many decks right now. Yeah. All right. I mean, they probably get Hydreigon, right? And it just is what it is. I could have copycatted and maybe that was the correct play, but they also could just still not have it, which would be absolutely kind of crazy. Because if they don't have it this turn, I think what they should do is actually switch into one of the dinos and attack me for 20 to get me into one-shot range. My opponent doesn't though, which I think is actually a very bad misplay. But it is what it is. We take those. And next turn we can place on the Mega Absol. We have the Greninja. We can start going swinging. We can KO the Absol with the 40 damage. We can get 2 KOs and we're kind of just chilling, bro. We're kind of just chilling. Lucky Ice Pop does kind of fuck up my plans though, if I will be real. Which is kind of annoying, but is what it is. I don't know whether they're wasting Lucky Ice Pop on this thing. Like they should have, I think they should have just went for the 20 and then, you know, accepted it. But all right, did they get they probably get a Hydreigon this time though, surely. I think I already used my red card, didn't I? Or let's see. I have not. I can copycat into your red card if they don't find it. But they do get it. Cyrus would be pretty base. They get double Hydreigon, which is fine by me. Could be worse. Oh, they're actually going for a Froakie KO, which I think is very interesting. I understand why, but... Alright. Place down the Mega Absol. They placed down everything, which is fucking very bad for me on the low key. How many cards do we have left? 10? Damn, we have a whole... Damn, we barely got anything then. Fuck. Yeah, honestly, you don't really want this hand. We kind of just want to find a Cyrus. Or even like a second Froakie. So let's just see what happens. Professor. Alright, bet. I could just still not attack, right? And then I don't take the poison damage. But the problem is he's gonna do my poison Absol. Fuck it. Why not? Let's just go on the offensive. What's the worst that could happen? Imagine Boss's Order in pocket. I think Boss's Order would ruin the game. I generally do think that would ruin the game. So. And I know like I'm saying like Popsicle should be banned. But I think Boss's Order would probably become the first banned card in pocket. I think they would have it for 2 seasons, see how broken it is. It would ruin the game. Everybody would be miserable. I would still play the game, of course, because this game is lit. But, yeah. Oh, they have the whole deck. So if they only had one Cyrus, they're chilling. So Boss's Order is basically just Cyrus, but they don't have to have damage on it. That's what it is. We need to get Cyrus for the Nia Lego, because now we lose this game if we attack, which is very annoying. Or we could go for a double Cyrus play on the Mega Absol, like worst case scenario, I guess, but I mean, that's not fun either. Well, we lose this game, but it is what it is. Yeah, we couldn't find the Cyrus, too late. Back from work. Nice, man. Probably playing a couple more games and I'm going to be ending stream. Yeah, we really just couldn't do anything. I mean, they kind of just had every single right card. I mean, they have their whole deck and we still have 8 cards left in mind. So it was just honestly a skill difference. I probably shouldn't have attacked the Absol. No, I shouldn't have placed the Absol down yet, but they were going to Cyrus my guy in, which was the problem. Might try to win like, yeah, this is already past an hour, so we might just play like 2 more games, then end stream probably. Need to find a video for tomorrow. Yeah, we're like barely at the top one. Yeah, maybe we just win 1 more. Honestly, if we just win 1 more, I'm down to end it. Because we are in the top 1,000, even though we barely went up, but it could be worse. Could be worse. I missed the day Executor was a menace, bro. Low key, my Executor, yeah, maybe I'm getting, maybe I'm repenting for my sins with landing heads on Executor, bro, from all these popsicles. Maybe that's just what's happening. I'm definitely gonna lead double Chingling. I don't want them to get a copycat, but yeah, if we beat an Altaria, that'd be very pog. I kind of hope they just go first, bro, and we get Darkrai, and then we kind of just brick them. Like they lead Chingling, we knock it out, and they just kind of have nothing else. I'd be down. All right, Chingling. They could just brick on Chingling only, and let's see what happens. They probably have like Copycat or Lissy or Professor Research, just one of those. They always have it, so it is what it is. This is like a pretty bad matchup, mainly because like they could have Jirachi, and Jirachi would like ruin my whole day, but preferably they just don't. Professor Research is going to have to bless us, though, because if it doesn't bless us, then we genuinely might lose this game. Because we really do need to see one of our attackers, whether that be Absol or Darkrai. Just to start either, you know, knocking out Chinglings and doing all the shenanigans. Lycia is not what I wanted to see, bro. I'll be real. It's not good for us. Double Swablu. I think they're holding Jirachi in hand, maybe, or maybe they just didn't want to place the second Chingling down. But Darkrai would be pretty good here because we might have a Greninja. Oh, we can't even red card either. This is pretty bad. This is generally pretty bad. We just need to find the attacker in the next 2 turns. So at least we have double Chingling and they only have 1 for now. So that's like something we could solve for a little bit. I probably have Altaria though, which is like the problem. They don't. Let's see if I can find Darkrai. I think Darkrai here would be pretty huge. Fucking yeah, very unfortunate breakfast going on, dude. Very unfortunate for us. Maybe I should have, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if they don't find Altaria, it looks like they didn't have it because they would have evolved it. I mean, they could have found it from that top deck, or they could just have been holding it in hand and like banking on, or like deciding on something to do. But if they don't find it and we can KO this Chingling, like we're in a decent spot. They are Cyrus stealing my other Chingling, which means they're wasting a Cyrus, which means they probably have double. But yeah, I really needed them not to get that KO this turn. Let's see. I just need to find them, dude. Just give me a Mega Ops when I'm chilling, you know. If I just find a Mega Ops, I'm fine. Copycat would be huge. Even just a, you know, single card that I could place down. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. This game is probably over. I mean, this is a brickfest. Popsicle just needed to be added back to hand at the end of the turn. 100% emoji or Meoji. I agree. This is probably a GG's. Classic brick for me. I mean, if my opponent has it, they have it. I can't do anything. I literally can't do anything. Like, Darkrai would actually let me win this game because I would be able to like Greninja, Swablu, one of these guys if they've only found one Mega Altaria. Are they going for sleep? Because no, they just have the Mega Altaria. It's nothing we could have done, man. Like, we tried our best, but it's like, what are we supposed to do when my opponent has every red card and we have nothing? It is what it is. Very unfortunate for us. Bottom 10, even Pokeballs. Like, I know obviously we were under Chingling, but we didn't even have Pokeballs in our hand to like potentially use them after. So this is what it is. Only started on Christmas and it's such a poor choice. They given yeah, I think they should definitely do some sort of things. All right, we're gonna play one more game. We're just gonna get back to the top 1K. That's what the goal is, and then we're gonna end stream, which means we just need to win one more game to get back to where we were. Hopefully we don't brick this time. We're going up against one of the Boat Brick City members. He's probably playing out. I think he plays Altaria. No, he's playing electric and we open. Nah. I'm not surprised. This game just does not want us to do good today, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably an insta GG, which means I'm probably just going to concede on the spot. I'm not going to lie. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Unless I top deck like a miracle. Probably which would be Copycat or Professor Research. This is just disgusting. Exactly, it is what it is. Don't really care about Poncho. Don't really care about it at all. I just wanted an attacker. Chingling, yep. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. I think I heard the noise, but maybe I'm tripping. I'm gonna red card. I mean, he probably has Magneton. If he places a Oricorio down, he places an Oricorio down. Is what it is. If we don't top deck something good, then I'm just gonna concede next turn because obviously we're just gonna get soloed by a Magnemite with this hand. The game has just bricked us twice, which is super unfortunate. Back to back. Yeah, it's kind of not winnable now. I mean, I blessed my opponent with a red card. It is what it is. Actually, I'm just going to end stream there. There's no point in continuing. We're on a loss streak, so if we just keep playing, we're just going to keep losing. Appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. What anime was your name from again? Planning to check it out. It was from Strike the Blood. I will say that I watched it in high school before I got any judgment. And if you aren't 18, I do not recommend watching it. But yeah, we're just going to end stream. We're just on a loss streak, so there's really no point in continuing. We ended up, I think, at like, what, 1270 at some point. But then, yeah, like a 3-loss streak, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for chatting. Once again, thank you to everybody for the gifted subs, bro, and the super chats. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you on Twitch. I'll find somebody to raid. YouTube as well. Is what it is. Could have done better. Honestly, it's my fault for drawing like shit. But we'll be back. We'll be back. Peace out, everybody.